You've been careful your whole life. You don't give your social security number to strangers. You don't click on suspicious links. You don't send money to people you don't know. You think you'd recognize a scam the moment it started. But what if the scam starts before you realize it's a scam? What if the most dangerous thing you can do happens in the first 3 seconds of a phone call? What if you've already done it dozens of times this year? This has nothing to do with clicking the wrong link. It has nothing to do with a fake email. This is about a single word, a word that scammers are hoping you'll say the moment you answer the phone. A word that gives them everything they need to steal from you and to steal from your children and your grandchildren. That word is yes. Think about the last time your phone rang with a number you didn't recognize. Maybe it showed a local area code. Maybe it looked like your doctor's office, your bank, or your grandchild's school. You answered because, well, what if it was important? The voice on the other end was friendly, professional, and they asked a perfectly normal question. Can you hear me clearly? And you said, yes. That's it. That's the whole trap. You weren't careless. You weren't naive. You did exactly what any polite, reasonable person would do. You answered a simple question. But here's what you didn't know. The moment you said that word, a recording began. A recording that scammers can use to pretend you agreed to buy something you never asked for. A recording they can use to charge your credit card, your phone bill, or your bank account. A recording they can use to clone your voice with artificial intelligence and then call your own family, pretending to be you, asking for money. This is happening right now, today, to people just like you, all across the United States. And the people who fall for this aren't careless. They're careful people, smart people. People who've spent decades building a life, raising a family, saving every dollar. People who deserve to keep every dollar they've earned. Scammers aren't smart, they're sneaky, and after this video, you'll be one step ahead of them. Let's talk about exactly how this works, because once you understand it, you'll never be fooled by it again. It all starts with something called a robocall. Think of it as an automated machine that dials millions of phone numbers every day, almost like a robot making calls on behalf of a criminal. It costs the scammer almost nothing. He can call 10 million people in an afternoon from a computer in another country. Your phone rings, you answer. The voice, sometimes a real person, sometimes a recording, says something completely harmless. Can you hear me? Or maybe, is this the Silva family's number? Or, are you the owner? The exact question doesn't matter. What matters is that any of these questions will make a normal person say yes without even thinking. That yes is recorded, automatically, in real time. Now, this is where it gets serious. There's something called caller ID spoofing. Think of it as putting a fake return address on an envelope. Scammers can make any number appear on your screen, your bank's number, your grandchild's number, even your own number. So even if the call seems to come from someone you trust, it might not be. The FCC, the Federal Communications Commission, the government agency that regulates phone calls, has officially warned that scammers use your recorded yes to, in their words, impersonate the consumer and authorize fraudulent charges over the phone. Translating that into plain English, the scammer goes to a company and says, "I'd like to sign up for this service." The company asks, "Do you have the customer's authorization?" The scammer plays the recording. Your voice says, "Yes," and suddenly you owe money for something you never agreed to sign up for. But the danger doesn't stop there, because now it's 2025. And artificial intelligence has changed everything. Today, scammers use something called voice cloning. Think of it as a photocopier. But instead of copying a document, it copies your voice. And it only needs a few seconds of audio to do that. Here's how it works. Step 1. You say yes on the phone. Step 2. The scammer feeds that recording into an artificial intelligence program. Step 3. The program analyzes your voice, your tone, your rhythm, the way you breathe between words. Step 4. It can now make your voice say anything, absolutely anything, in real time. On a phone call, to your son, to your daughter, to your grandchildren. "Mom, I need help. I've been in an accident. Please send money now." Except it's not you. It never was. Digital security experts say this technology can clone a voice with 85% accuracy using just 3 to 5 seconds of audio. 3 to 5 seconds. That's how long it takes to say, yes, I can hear you just fine. Now let's debunk a myth, because maybe you've heard someone say, that's an exaggeration. Saying yes on the phone can't really hurt you. That was partially true 5 years ago, before artificial intelligence, before voice cloning, before scammers had access to tools that cost less than $10 and can be set up in minutes. Today, your voice is your identity, and your identity can be stolen with a single word. There's one more trick you need to know about. It's called phone bill cramming. Think of it like a stranger slipping an extra item into your grocery cart when you're not looking, and you end up paying for it at the register. Most phone carriers allow third-party companies to add small charges to your monthly bill. Scammers know this. They use your recorded yes to authorize these charges. Many people never notice because the amounts are small. $5 here, $8 there. But over the course of months, it adds up to hundreds of dollars. Sharon Brightwell is a mother from Dover, Florida. In July 2025, her phone rang. On the other end was her daughter's voice, crying, panicked, barely able to speak. The voice said she'd been in a terrible car accident, that she'd lost the baby she was expecting, that she was about to be arrested and needed money for a lawyer immediately. Sharon knew her daughter's cry. She'd heard it since she was a little girl. She was absolutely certain. There was no doubt in her mind. She sent $15,000 in cash to a courier that very same day. Then she called her daughter's real number. Her daughter was at home, safe and sound, completely unaware of what had happened. The voice Sharon heard, the one she was 100% sure was her daughter's, was generated by artificial intelligence. It was constructed from small snippets of her daughter's voice, collected from videos on social media. The scammers were watching. They were collecting. And in a matter of minutes, they built a perfect copy of a voice a mother had known for decades. Sharon told reporters later, "I know my daughter's cry. There's no one who could convince me it wasn't her." And yet, it wasn't. Sharon's story is not an isolated case. The American Bar Association documented the case in September 2025, and according to the FBI, scammers used this exact technique, AI-generated voices pretending to be family members in crisis, in hundreds of cases across the United States, with ransom demands ranging from $2,500 to $15,000. Older adults lost $2.4 billion to scams in 2024, according to the U.S. Federal Trade Commission. That's 4 times more than in 2020. And because most scams are never reported, the FTC estimates that the actual total could be as high as $81 billion. $81 billion in a single year. Losses over $100,000 were 3 times more likely to be reported by adults over 60 than by younger Americans. It's not because older adults are careless. It's because the scams targeting them have become so sophisticated, so personal, so emotionally precise, that they fool even the most careful and loving people. The scammer's greatest weapon isn't technology. It's your love for your family. And now you know how they use it. Here's the good news. Protecting yourself from this scam isn't complicated. You don't need to be a tech expert. You don't need to buy anything. You just need to know 4 things and do them. Once, today. Step 1. Never say yes to an unknown number. If you answer a call from a number you don't recognize and the first question is, "Can you hear me?" Don't say yes. Say, "Who is this?" Or just hang up. You're not being rude. You're being smart. Anyone calling with a legitimate purpose will understand. Any scammer will move on to the next target. Step 2. Set your phone to automatically silence unknown numbers. This is a free feature that comes standard on every modern smartphone. If you have an iPhone, open the Settings app, then tap Phone, then tap Silence Unknown Callers. Turn it on. That's it. Unknown numbers go straight to voicemail. If it's someone important, they'll leave a message. If it's a scammer, they won't. If you have an Android phone, open the Phone app. Tap the 3 dots in the corner, go to Settings, tap Block Numbers, then enable the option to block unknown or hidden numbers. This single step will eliminate most of these calls before your phone even rings. Step 3. Create a family code word. Now. Today. Call your children. Call your grandchildren. Agree on a word that only your family knows. Something simple. Something you can remember, something a stranger wouldn't be able to guess. Sunflower, Flower Street, Grandma's pie. Anything. If you get a call from someone claiming to be a family member in an emergency, ask for the code word. If they can't tell you, hang up immediately. Call your family member directly at the number you already have saved. It takes 2 minutes. You'll never regret it. Step 4. Register your phone number with the Do Not Call registry. Go to donotcall.gov. That's DONOTCALL.gov. Or call 1-888-382-1222 from the phone number you want to register. It's free. It takes 3 minutes. It won't stop all scammers because scammers break the law, but it significantly reduces the volume of unwanted calls. And if a scammer calls after you've registered, report it at reportfraud.ftc.gov. Your report helps the FTC identify patterns and shut down entire scam operations. If you've already said yes to a suspicious call, don't panic. Check your phone bill carefully. Check your bank and credit card statements. Look for small charges you don't recognize. If you find anything, call your bank immediately. Then report the call at reportfraud.ftc.gov. Let's quickly review one more time. 1. Never say yes to an unknown number. Ask who's calling or hang up. 2. Turn on silence unknown callers. On an iPhone, go to Settings, Phone, Silence unknown callers. On Android, go to Phone, Settings, Block numbers. 3. Create a family code word today. Call your family tonight. 4. Sign up at donutcall.gov. It's free. It takes 3 minutes. Do it right now. These 4 steps are your protection. And protection doesn't work if it stays tucked away in a drawer. You've spent your whole life protecting the people you love. You've worked for decades, you've saved carefully, you've made sacrifices. The people trying to take this away from you are counting on one thing, that you don't know their tricks. Now you know. You are not a victim. You are not helpless. You are informed. And an informed person is the hardest person in the world to deceive. If this video helped you, please subscribe to this channel because new scams pop up every week and you deserve to know about all of them. Click like so YouTube shows this to more people who need to hear it. And share this video with someone you care about today. One person. It could be your neighbor, your sister, your best friend, because the best protection against scammers isn't technology. It's people looking out for one another. Stay alert, stay safe, and never ever say yes to a stranger on the phone.